Hey. Hey. I think this is like the third video. I'm on a roll. It feel good. I'm on a roll. It just feel good. I'm on a roll. Let me look for another video. Let's watch this right here. I fuck with Tommy. I fuck with Tommy.
Off the year January 2020. We started off the year with an absolute explosion of
Bro,
AI.
I can't even
ChatGPT
remember what happened in 2023, bro. It just feels like some FBI agent just walked up to me, hit me with a stun grenade right in my face, and the whole year was just like, I can't remember anything, bro. I don't know why. I guess I have short-term memory. I guess. I don't
It
know.
was the talk of the town. You could do anything on this. Want the answer to a simple question? ChatGPT. Need to get your taxes done but don't feel like doing it yourself? ChatGPT. Need to get an essay done for school but don't feel like doing it? ChatGPT. Not like I've ever done that. Imagine. And even though ChatGPT was released in November 30th of 2022, it started to really trend around this time and new AIs just kept coming and coming. Now you
Bro,
got
AI is literally getting out of hand, dude. Like, the fact that people are literally making Michael Jackson and Juice WRLD songs and Pop Smoke songs using their voice and it sounds so real is very, very scary. It's very scary. It's not okay.
Pixar
They're making
AI
whole
generated
albums.
characters turned
They're
human.
making whole
Songs recreated
albums with their voice, and it sounds so real.
popular artists' voices that you can't even tell are AI. And my favorite drop of all time of AIs this year, the Quabblecop AI.
Whoa, check out that glowing orange flow. It's like molten sunshine pouring. Absolutely stunning. I love it. How do they even make it? Amazing stuff.
Ronaldo becomes the highest paid athlete of all time by signing with Al Nassr, making $200 million a year. NASA announces that China could claim the moon, which sounds stupid, but it kind of makes sense because so many countries are trying to go to space nowadays. There's been talks this year on who's gonna own the moon, but everybody knows my Vector owns the moon. And it also shows how sad humanity is because we can't even have peace on the moon. Prince Harry releases his memoir book, which talked about different things like why he left the royal family, how he killed Taliban soldiers, and other weird things. Like how he lost his virginity to an ass-spanking older woman. I mounted her quickly after she spanked my ass and held me back. This is a real quote, by the way, from the book. Or how he took mushrooms for the first time at another celebrity's house. It was to the point where anytime you saw a headline of Prince Harry and
I don't know who this dude is.
gave it a oh brother. South Park even made an episode making fun of them. El Chapo's son is arrested on charges of distributing drugs. And simultaneously the next day, the officers who arrested him were found dead from undisclosed reasons. No, I'm just kidding. But can you imagine? Megan Hall, aka the
Dude.
officer who got caught sleeping with a
Oh, I seen this.
department
I seen
broke
this.
the news.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've seen this. I seen this.
Like, she was getting clowned all over the internet this month. I low-key felt bad for her. Panic at the Disco decided to officially break up. Y'all gotta admit, okay, Panic at the Disco dropped some hood classics. Justin Bieber fully sold the rights to all of his music for $200 million. A bill to ban TikTok in the United States is officially introduced in the Senate, which goes nowhere because TikTok is literally unstoppable. Mr. Beast cures 1,000 people's blindness, probably doing the nicest act out of any YouTuber. And
W.
also,
Mr. Beast, best YouTuber on the face of the planet Earth. Simple as that.
simultaneously gets canceled for it. People were calling him demonic and all that, which was the start of the unneeded Mr. Beast hate train. Like, anytime Mr. Beast did anything after this, a small loser population on Twitter was there to complain.
How can you complain or hate on Mr. Beast? Like, he's literally the
Don't worry,
best. Like,
because
he's
they
literally the
don't
best.
exist off the internet. And we end off this month with some kind of hostile news. A Chinese spy balloon entered the U.S. airfields. And at first, China was like, Us spying on y'all? Why would we ever want to do that? So I guess we thought things were cool, but just wait about another minute and you'll know the fate of it. The memes of this month were things like Megan Hall, Puss in Boots, and Hello Kitty Girls.
February 2023. Starting off the month, all-star NFL athlete Tom Brady officially retires for the 67th time. Bro fumbled his marriage for this because he thought football was life. Just to retire immediately after? Well, at least he got his son, so he's not going to be
Bro,
mad.
y'all are so weird,
British
bro. Like, that shit is weird to me, bro.
Columbia, Canada becomes the first place ever to decriminalize cocaine, heroin, and meth. The reason behind that? I don't know. But I know where I'm going this summer. The U.S. government shoots
Y'all
down
fiending.
a Chinese spy balloon in an act of American freedom. Maybe they went a little overboard. I mean, they used a F-22 fighter jet and $400,000 or $500,000 missiles that costed a total of $2 million. But what else are we going to do with that tax money? Feed the homeless? We're Americans. I say we tax them too. We only spend our money on ourselves and not our people. What the is a diet? PewDiePie announces he's pregnant with his wife, Marcy.
Shout out PewDiePie.
I
W.
didn't know men can do that. And sadly, this month, Turkey and Syria experienced a 7.8 magnitude earthquake.
Now, this was crazy. This was probably... This event right here was absolutely crazy.
Leaving the countries destroyed and over 45,000 people confirmed dead.
Rest in peace.
To all the people who are lost in this
That's exactly what I was going to say. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace.
tragedy, and it was nice seeing
That
people
shit was
come together
crazy.
to help the country.
That
And it
shit
was
is
also
crazy.
Cool seeing YouTubers and streamers come together to raise funds for it.
Yeah, I seen a lot of people raising funds for that event. That was crazy. Rest in peace.
LeBron James passes the NBA career scoring record of 38,388 points. That was
Legoat James. Legoat.
previously held by another all-time great, Kareem Hussein Obama, making LeBron become the all-time scorer in NBA history. Rihanna performs in the Super Bowl for her first live performance in 6 years, and the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Japan
W.
randomly discovers 7,000 new unknown islands. I don't even know how they didn't notice this, or how nobody noticed this. Don't we have satellites now? Can't we just take pictures of, like, you know, the Earth? How we didn't see 7,000 islands on there? Did Earth just have a new update out of nowhere? Tommy Fury beats my Pookie Bear Jake Paul in a boxing match, proving Jake Paul's only skill is knocking out boxers who have never boxed or just straight up basketball players. We also started to see the rise of
Like,
kick.
imagine that
For
being,
all the wrong-
like, that meme right there. Imagine that being you. Like,
Jake
every
Paul's
time
only
somebody
skill
brings
is
up your boxing match and how you lost, they're going to bring up that same photo of you on the floor and knock the fuck out.
knocking out boxers who have never boxed or just straight up basketball.
Like, look at this. The amount of times I've seen this picture, bro, when this shit was going viral, this shit is crazy.
Ball players. We also started to see the rise of
W kick.
for all the wrong reasons. The platform launched in December, and at first it was looking good. They implemented a 95-5 split for creators that was done nowhere else. They also promised not to ban for bullshit reasons like what they do on Twitch. You can't say simp, but you can show your coochie. But nowadays it's known
Yo,
as the Wild
Jill.
West of streaming. Like this specific month, you had Aiden
Shout out
Ross
Aiden.
showing his young ass audience. Streamers going in public harassing people. Then later on, you had the Foozies, Neons, and Jack Doltries. Who the hell are these people, Tommy? At the end of the day, it was a very controversial start. Harvey
Shout out Kick.
Weinstein, aka Bill Cosby's uncle, was sentenced to 16 years in prison for grape in LA.
Got his
He
ass.
should have been sentenced to more, but hopefully he's making computer calls inside there. Meanwhile, Kai Cenat was breaking records and broke the record for the most subscribed Twitch channel ever.
W.
And also became the first ever person to reach 300,000 subs. Kai's dominance this year can't be said enough. He was basically running TikTok. Had elementary school kids getting sturdy for their crush in the name of having W Riz.
W
Every
Riz,
celebrity
W Riz.
reaching out to this man, including Drake and Nicki Minaj. You can say I'm glazing him or whatever, but I don't.
Yo!
Year 2023, Kai Cenat was top 5 black men
KC3.
ever. Right above Martin Luther
KC3.
King.
Shout out KC3. L ads.
Game. You're not ready for it.
He hasn't had a dream in a while. And the memes of this month were things like Axel and Harlem, AI presidents, Chinese spy balloon, and my personal
Chinese spy
favorite, Kevin
balloon.
Hart reaction. And that is the conclusion of the month of February. Thanks for having me. Make sure to eat your vegetables, but burn your Brussels sprouts, kids.
March 2023. What other way to get into this month than starting off with some thuggish news? Ja Morant, a famous NBA player who signed a 5-year, $197 million contract, decided to flash a handgun on Instagram.
I remember this.
Which made no sense because not only did he not come from a hood background, not only does he have a daughter, not only is he worth $200 million plus, but not a single person cared if he was from the hood. He was then suspended for 25 games and came back in December 2023. Xi Jinping is made president.
That's a
of China
long
for
time,
third
bro.
time in a row, and had a record 2,952 votes for him and 0 votes against him. I'm sure the election process was fair. And probably the highlight of the whole month, I would say, Moist Critical versus Sneeko. There's
Bro,
two
that beef
people
right
you
there
don't-
was so crazy. That beef was definitely some top tier beef.
ever with on the internet, and they're Mr. Beast and Moist Critical. Sneeko was beefing with
Why is he so
Critical,
strong, bruh?
always calling him a soy boy and you know that whole red pill thing in space. But the beef really lit up when Sneeko decided to threaten Charlie on stream. And
Getting
just like
sturdy
that,
with
Moist
guns?
Critical decided to drop this bombshell banger. Sneeko's career then died that day. It's pretty much the punching bag from this point on in the year. Nike
Sneeko, you sold the bag, brother. What were you thinking?
officially stopped using kangaroo skin in their shoes. This isn't really big news, but why the was there kangaroo skin in Nike shoes in the first place? The TikTok Congress hearing is held. I think after this hearing, the United States government should never do this for the sake of looking like they know what they're doing. Because immediately after, everyone agreed this was an absolute clown show. It was just a bunch of senile old people not knowing how basic modern technology works.
Can you say with 100% certainty that TikTok does not use the phone's camera to determine whether the content that elicits a pupil dilation should be amplified by the algorithm?
Really, nigga?
John Wick Chapter 4 releases, becoming the highest grossing opening weekend than
I haven't even seen the first John Wick. I don't even know what it's about.
any other movie in the series.
I'm cooked.
Pokemon the anime
I'm cooked.
officially comes to an end after 25 years, marking
W.
an end to the legendary story of Ash and
W Pokemon, man.
Elon Musk announces Twitter is worth less than half of what he bought it for. Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate are released from jail. And to end it off, Donald Trump gets indicted by a grand jury on charges over hush payments, which makes him the first ever president to get criminally charged. Memes of this month were things like AI Drip, Sneeko's Cuck Story, The Whale, and Mike O'Hearn.
Yo, what's good? On Cloud 9. I'm gonna talk about April. First, we're gonna start off with some international shit. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa announced that they're working on a new type of currency called BRICS. Yes, you heard me
Rip.
right. BRICS. Now, why they're doing this, I don't know. But they're hoping that one day this type of currency will become the global currency, and everyone, including the U.S., will use it. Also in April, the Super Mario Bros. Movie released, which, in my opinion, was a top-tier movie. Apparently, I wasn't the only one who thought this because the movie broke the record of being the highest-grossing film based on a video game after one movie.
I went to go see this movie. It's definitely top tier. 5 stars, 10 out of 10. I would get it again. It's W.
Insane. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know the movie's about plumbing. I sure want to put my pipe in Princess Peach. But the real highlight of this movie has to be when that toad was on that bike. Like, you cannot tell me that was not bricked up there. I would be too. Princess Peach can have my pipe anytime. We also started
Yo,
to see
what the
Bill
heck?
Clinton kid appear, which I still don't know how the that kid blew up. Like, it feels like every single year there's always that one internet personality that just blows up for no reason. And then like 2 months after their blow up, they just fall off the face of the earth. That's exactly what this kid was. I mean, he appeared on podcasts, did interviews and shit. He was even finding streamers while they were live streaming. And it felt like at any time, the Bill Clinton kid can just pop up magically in one of your favorite YouTubers' videos. Like, I don't know where this kid came from, but he had to sell his soul, bro. Either that or he has teleportation powers, bro. Like, I don't know. Also, with some very, very good news, XXX Temptation killers were sentenced to life in prison.
This is absolutely wild, dog. This whole thing, bro, this whole case was going on for so long, dog.
Finally, after 6 years, bro. Everybody clapping up in the chat. Everybody clapping up. Big K on the head. Have fun getting piped to prison, buddy. And also, RIP to Go.
Yo!
Moving on.
What did he say?
Very, very good news. XXX Temptation killers were sentenced to life in prison. Finally, after 6 years.
After 6 years, that whole thing was going on. That's crazy,
Everybody
dude.
clapping up in
6
the chat.
years is a long
Clapping up.
time.
Big K on the head. Have fun getting piped in prison, buddy. And also RIP to the GOAT, XXXTentacion.
RIP X.
Moving on, though, in very random news, the Dalai Lama, or I think that's what it's called, I don't know, proceeds to ask a kid to suck his tongue, which is not only creepy because it's an 88-year-old man asking a young boy to suck his tongue, but also the Dalai Lama is literally supposed to be an advocate for peace and freedom in the Buddhist community. He's literally a Buddhist advocate asking a young boy that probably doesn't even know who Riley Reid is to suck his tongue. Like, what the are we talking about? Like, I don't know who this old man is, but lock him up with R. Kelly and throw away the key, bro. Like, what the hell? Also, the FBI arrested
Rip.
a National Guard member for leaking classified Pentagon documents. So some of y'all may know this leak by its more appropriate name, the Thug Shake Central leak.
Thug
21-year-old
Shake,
kid
Thug
leaked
Shake.
hundreds of high classified Pentagon documents in a Minecraft Discord server of all things called Thug Shake Central. I ain't gonna lie, this is 100% the reason why other countries just don't take us seriously, bro. Especially our government, bro. Also, Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast crew came out as trans. We all know this shit. Let's not act like we know. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. You don't gotta like that shit, man. At least be respectful, bro. But y'all know how the internet gets. And man, did the floodgates open. TikTok was going crazy.
Internet
at
is
the
weird,
time.
dude.
We were making compilations and shit. People were even saying that Carl turned him trans with the Carl effect or whatever. And I mean, Carl is bad zesty, but you gotta have some different type of zest to turn another man trans, bro. Like,
W
what are we
moves.
talking about? Gervonta Davis beat Ryan Garcia in the 7th round of their boxing match. This was like highly anticipated. Everybody was talking about this month. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought Ryan Garcia was gonna win, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. The little Instagram boxing compilations fooled me, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That hey, I ain't gonna hold you, but like, I mean, Tank is Tank, bro. Let's just be real. Also, Tucker Carlson, who hosts Fox News, was fired. Smoking on that good Tucker pack. I don't give a what y'all say, bro. Also, this month, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris announced that they're running for re-election in 2024. And most likely, they will be running against Donald Trump, which is a big dub for them, but a big L for America. Also, in better news, James Corden finally ends his talk show, The Late Late Show, which is honestly the biggest dub of the year for me.
I don't know who that
Like,
dude
that
is.
show should have been packed up. I ain't gonna lie. But sadly, this month, Jerry Springer did pass away. A man who
Rest in
was
peace, Jerry
legend
Springer.
in Hollywood, who also brought one of the craziest shows that we never thought could exist in television. And truly just a legend and a great person in general. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer, and prayers and condolences to all of his family. The memes of this month were things like Thug Shake and 1-2 Buckle My Shoes.
Thug Shake, Thug Shake.
May 2023. So you remember how I said earlier that AI was running this year? Apparently the godfather of AI thought the same thing too. The godfather of AI resigned from his job at Google to warn people about the dangers of AI, saying we may not be able to know what is true anymore.
I'm
Which
telling
has
y'all, bro,
kind
it's
of
getting
been true
scary.
already.
It's getting
People are
scary,
getting
bro.
tricked by AI songs now and thinking AI images
It's
are
getting
real.
scary.
Imagine in the future. There are legit people out there who have AI girlfriends. The doomsday is already starting. Hollywood actors officially start their strike over bad pay and contracts, which is
AI girlfriends is crazy.
why 2023 was kind of ass for TV shows and movies. We had a couple things, but that's really why it was bad this year. WHO, aka the World Health Organization, officially declares COVID-19 is no longer a global emergency. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 releases, which made people have hope in Marvel again because most people thought it was pretty good. King Charles gets crowned as king. Elon Musk announces a new CEO for Twitter, but it's kind of weird because he still does all of the changes. I really have zero clue what the new CEO has done. So just know for the future of Twitter, Elon will still be by his hand shit up. Montana becomes the first US state to ban TikTok on all devices. I'm sure the 5 people in Montana are highly upset by
The fact that TikTok is getting banned in some states is kind of crazy. I mean, this could be like a sign. Like there could be more states to come after this. What if TikTok like gets deleted as a whole, like everywhere? What are y'all gonna do then? What are you gonna do?
these decisions. Sadly, Tina Turner, aka the
I never
Queen
get
of
on
Rock and
TikTok.
Roll, passed away. Rest in peace to Tina Turner. And the memes of this month were things like Skibbity Toilet, Gorlock
Bro,
the
this
Destroyer.
Gorlock
I am
is fucking
surgeon, and
crazy.
I have no enemies.
Gorlock is my favorite meme, bro. I don't know why. That Gorlock shit is funny as shit.
The sun.
Skibbity Toilet? What the fuck is Skibbity Toilet? Who makes some shit like that? How do you make Skibbity Toilet? How do you make that? What the fuck is a Skibbity Toilet?
Were things like Skibbity Toilet,
Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Gorlock the Destroyer. I am a
Gorlock the
surgeon,
Destroyer.
And I have no enemies.
June. The sun was shining. The birds were chirping. And the flowers were blooming. And Skibbity Toilet was created. Oh my god. This
I don't know
month
why.
was the birth of some of the most trash brain rot to ever exist.
Right,
Like, how
it's
did
brain
some of this
rot.
even spawn in
Like,
on
right,
the
that's what
earth?
I'm saying.
Look at
What
this
the fuck
dude's
is
channel, bro.
Skibbity
This is not a
Toilet?
joke. This is
What
not
the
a
fuck
drill.
is
He
that
knows
shit?
What he's doing. He could probably retire and never work a day in his life after that. The boom is cooking, bro. His first video has 33 mil. He is stacking up that YouTube ad revenue like crazy. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was released, and it broke the record for the highest grossing animation movie ever. And the memes were absolutely peak, bro. The Apple Vision
Bro, if I
Pro
see that
was
fucking
announced,
meme one
but
more
yeah,
time.
Apple can respectfully go
Bro, that meme is
3
superior.
mil. He is record for the highest grossing animation movie ever. And the memes were absolutely peak, bro.
Bro, like what?
The
What
Apple
is
Vision
that,
Pro
bro?
was announced, but yeah, Apple can respectfully go themselves. $3,500 is crazy. You can save yourself some time and just get a Meta Quest. You can officially pay for things with your hands in China.
Doomsday is coming.
The Unabomber was found dead due to suicide in prison. Speed met Ronaldo. This has got to be
W
a
Speed.
figment of my imagination. There's no way. And like, you gotta admit it, there was so much hype building up for this moment to happen. Anybody that would diss Ronaldo, Speed is not letting that slide. He's arguing with them. The Ocean Gate submarine went missing.
Rest in peace.
And that for sure has got to be one of the most hectic weeks of social media. People were more interested.
And to think
in
they
the
were trying to get
story
Mr.
than
Beast
their
to get
own
on there?
families, bro. Like, I already know people were scrolling on their phone at the dinner table, waiting for the latest submarine
Rip.
update. And it
All
didn't
those
help
people that got on
the
that
owner did the
submarine.
dumbest shit. Like, he used a controller
Like, that
to
shit is
operate
crazy.
a submarine. Like, come on, bro. And the materials were horrible too. That was like some Fortnite metal. The memes just kept rolling in, and people did not hold back. But I want to be respectful.
The internet is a
and give
dangerous
my
place.
condolences to those who unfortunately passed
Crazy,
away.
bro.
And in June, we also had that one Zendaya movie that dropped. That appeared she was in the midst of being in a Brazzers scene. That is wild. And my boy Tom Holland, he's going through it. He on his Juice World arc right now. He is not recovered. Smosh came back, and they announced that they had the rights to their channel now. Lab-grown meats were officially approved in the United States, so prepare to see the death toll jump up in the next couple of years. Chadwick Boseman got his own Hollywood star, and a
Rest in peace.
Among Us TV series was announced to the public.
Among Us TV
Peaked
series?
like 3 years ago. A battle that was going to be one of the greatest in history.
I didn't know about that. That's crazy. Among Us TV series, crazy.
It was going to live up to the gods. Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg. Elon Musk was training probably on the daily to get ready for this fight. And Mark Zuckerberg was out here doing some jujitsu or some shit. And that was going to happen until everyone realized that Mark Zuckerberg looks like this and Elon Musk looks like this. Yeah, it
Rip.
would have been Elon's
GG's.
ass. He definitely would have got packed up. Adam22 really let his wife get his back blown out by Jason Love, bro. And no one is ever forgetting this.
Bruh, this man got cooked so bad on the internet for that shit, bro. You might as well. I don't know what you can do at this point, bruh. Everybody's cooking your ass, bruh. There's nothing. There's no coming back from this, brother.
He didn't make tweets
There's no coming back
straight
from this, brother.
coping about what happened and asking other dudes who got next like they on a 2K.
Who got
This
next?
situation would have been less known, but honestly, I think he did that on purpose. And of course, the greatest YouTube apology ever dropped. Hi. What a video. What a banger. That John is definitely going down in history. Future generations need to let this live on forever. And to end it all,
I don't know
the
who that
US
lady is.
moved affirmative action as a law.
I seen Meat Canyon post something like a video of that lady with the guitar. I don't know who that is.
And some of the memes this month included the Grimace Shake. People even made that into
W
a
Grimace.
TikTok challenge where they would drink the shake
Grimace.
and pretend to die. That
Grimace
was kinda
Shake.
weird. Ocean Gate, and of course, the Spider-Verse memes. We can't forget. But
Last
thank you,
year
Tom,
went
for
by
having
pretty
me
quick,
on.
it felt
I've been
like.
Birdie, and I'm out.
July 2023.
All
We
that
start off
happened?
The month with high-tech advancements as the first flying car is officially approved. It looks like this, and I don't know if you can really call this a flying car. It's more like one of those Dragon Ball pods. But this might be the future of flying cars. So hey, I mean, we're
Flying
starting.
cars 2024?
Las Vegas Sphere
Question
was
mark?
lit up for the first time, and it's basically made no money. So I don't even understand why they made it. One of the most revolutionary, jaw-dropping apps of all time was released this year. Threads. People were really
Never
hyping
downloaded
this
that
up and
shit.
saying
Yo,
this
that
is
dude
about to
dancing
be
is
the thing
crazy.
that kills Twitter. And we did
Hey.
give it like a solid week. But
I never downloaded that
maybe
shit.
another time, Mark, 'cause this fell off almost immediately.
Why the fuck does he
Flash
look like an
release
AI
becoming
character? Like,
the
why the fuck does he
biggest
look like he's fucking
about a
strung
thing that kills
out
Twitter.
on
And
some
we
type
did
of
give it
something,
like
bro?
a
Like, this
solid
picture
week,
of
but
Mark
maybe
Zuckerberg
another time.
is like, his shit doesn't look real. Like, look at his bags. Look at his eyes. Like, have you gotten fucking rest? He looks crazy.
Mark, 'cause this fell off almost immediately. The Flash released, becoming the biggest superhero box
Baby in the
office
microwave?
fail with
The fuck?
$200 million loss. And you know after this, ain't nobody in Hollywood gonna be ever working with Ezra Miller. Bank of America gets fined $250 million over fake accounts.
L Bank of
PewDiePie and
America,
Marcia
scammers.
officially have their baby Bjorn. A certain trend started to blow up this month. NPC streams. Everyone was doing NPC streams and actually making bread from it. You had the originator Pinky Doll. Streamers started to give in and do it. My favorite of all time.
We are locked in. Thank you for over 100.
That Glizzy shit is weird.
And doing Glizzy Overdrive.
Fuck is Glizzy Overdrive?
Melly's murder charge case gets labeled as a mistrial, meaning that a new trial has to happen after. Elon Musk swoops in to drop another dookie on Twitter by officially
Bro, that
changing
Melly shit has been
Twitter
going
to
on for
X.
years.
To this day, I don't know anybody who calls it by X. Doja Cat starts to go on a rampage against her own fans. Like, I legit think that Doja Cat does not like the fans that she has. She was calling them stupid, saying they need to get a job. And she also did transform into this thing this year. But man, give me a night with Prime Doja in 2020 and I can go to heaven. Barbie the movie released, becoming an immediate classic, and it broke so many records I
Never seen this movie,
can't even go over all of them. And of course, we can't forget Oppenheimer
and I don't plan on watching that shit. I want to watch this movie. I've heard a lot about it.
at the same day.
Like a
Also
lot of good,
becoming an immediate classic
stuff
and
about it.
ending the feud between the two. This banger of a video dropped on YouTube.
For reference, this is how hairy my butt is right now.
Congress held a UFO.
I cannot believe that shit was on
retired
YouTube. I cannot believe that shit was on YouTube. Like, what the fuck?
military veterans admitted the government.
Like, how does that shit make it to
I don't know how the
YouTube?
government expected
And
us to act like they
and
don't
how?
care.
And why was
they
it on
helping the
YouTube
economy
for
and
so
bringing
long?
the McChicken back to $1,
Like,
we
why?
don't care. Another very important political event happened that same day.
Bro's brains was not registered.
And to end things off on a sad note, the Euphoria star Angus Cloud was found
Rest
dead
in
from a
peace.
drug overdose. Condolences and rest in peace to Angus Cloud. The memes of this month were things like Barbenheimer, Skibbity Toilet Again, NPC streaming, and Adam 22.
Bro, the
being
NPC thing is
August
so
22.
weird to me.
We
Like,
start off this month
how
with
do people
some
create this
big
type of
news.
stuff?
Big news. Enormous even. Lizzo gets sued by 3 of her former dancers for sexual harassment.
I remember
and if
that.
doesn't sound bad enough, the actual case is worse. Allegedly, she was making the dancers eat bananas out of strippers' coochies. This is all alleged, but if it's true, this might be the weirdest case of sexual harassment to ever exist. Mr. Beast sues his own company.
Mr. Beast?
Burger,
The best.
because
He's literally
we
like the
all
best,
know
bro.
from the start that was trash. I had it twice,
Yo.
and you could tell Jimmy didn't.
I've
make
never
it
had his
himself.
burgers.
It made me very upset.
I've never had his
Potential
burgers.
cancer breakthrough pills
W. Mr.
found.
Beast, I've never had his
Browse into
burgers.
oral cancer treatment that destroys cancer cells. Sadly, Mark Margolis, aka the man who played Hector in Breaking Bad, passed away. Rest in peace, Mark.
Rest in
Margolis.
peace.
Kai Cenat holds a wholesome giveaway
KC3.
that doesn't go wrong in any type of way, and he manages to give hundreds of PS5s and computers back to kids on the streets.
KC3.
Could have went if it wasn't held in New York. This couldn't have went worse than.
Bro, this whole event was crazy. Like, y'all act like y'all don't know how to act when y'all go outside, dog. Like, why do people have to act like this when they go outside, bro? If I ever have any kind of meet and greet, giveaway, anything, it's gonna be private, bro. Cause y'all act like I'm gonna either do it online or it's gonna be private. Cause y'all doing too much. Y'all are doing too much.
The news was covering it, acting like a zombie apocalypse just broke out.
Y'all just act like y'all don't know how to act when y'all go outside, bruh.
Riot and unlawful assembly, which is kind of weird to me because doesn't inciting a riot mean you're actually telling people to do it? The showdown of the century in Montgomery.
What? Hi. Did you have fun?
Smell these. Auntie got me these.
Who is Auntie?
Auntie Darlene.
They smell good.
Smell 'em.
These are for men.
Yeah. They're for me.
They're for men.
Me.
If you can't read, it says for men.
I don't care what it says. It's for me.
Okay, well, you have fun with those. Are you about to get on the game? Okay, I'll get on with you after I'm making a video.
brawl took place. Special shout out to the chair. Jake Paul beats Nate Diaz in a boxing match. Tory Lanez officially gets sentenced to 10 years in prison over his case with Megan Thee Stallion. Someone wins the biggest
10 years is crazy.
jackpot in Mega Millions history, winning $1.58 billion. And let's clap it up for the actual real winners, the IRS.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna say that.
Wildfire
You're getting scammed.
Hawaii,
Do not buy those tickets.
Absolute destruction behind it, destroying homes and leaving families homeless after. But don't worry, because Joe Biden gave the families emergency aid and a whopping $700. Yeah, so anyways, condolences to all the lives lost. It was very sad, but it was good to see people raise money and help out the actual families. And in more sad news, the Cheems meme dog passed away. Rest in paradise to Brody. iShowSpeed decided it was time to
W
get
Speed.
a new title from #1 Ronaldo rider to iShowMe. He was playing Five Nights at Freddy's,
Bro,
and that thing just came out. I
the
couldn't
fact
tell
that like that clip right there got to Twitter so quick, bro. Like y'all saving that junk, bro. Y'all weirdos, bro. Y'all ain't slick.
if he was genuinely mad over this or not, but imagine if was small, it would have been way worse. They would have been calling him I Show Shrimp instead. The voice of Mario in all of Nintendo's games officially
What?
retired. India becomes
No, I said I'm making a video.
Okay.
What do you want? Nothing.
What do you want to play? Nothing.
I don't know. I'll play when I'm done making my video. What do you want? How about you get on the game first and you can see who's on and tell me who's playing.
They're in the chat.
Okay.
Can I have 2 pieces?
You can have one and you can ask for one. What thinks you can come in here and steal my gum? I worked hard for this gum.
I did too.
You didn't do anything.
I could pay you back for it.
I don't want your paybacks. This is my gum. Get away from me, you weirdo. You can ask. That's what you can do.
Can I have some?
Can you have some?
Can I-
Can you?
Can I have 2 pieces?
Yeah, it's called asking. I'm not just going to give you anything. You're not just going to come in here and take stuff. I don't know what you thought this was. Here's your one piece of gum.
I said 2 pieces.
You're getting one. All right.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Can I have another one?
No. No. Ah! You can have one. And then when you're done with that one, you can come back and get another one.
was the 4th ever country to land a rover on the moon. This month, we also saw the explosion of another
Debbie Kick.
controversial figure of Kick, FouseyTube. Fousey was running up numbers this month when doing
I've never
his
watched a
IRL
FouseyTube video.
streams. We saw everything. From him simulating a car crash on stream, him showering and digging in his ass crack, him assaulting Neon, which I
He's
think
nasty.
nobody cared about.
He's a weirdo.
Neon. Until we reached
El
the day
Neon.
of August 23rd, where he got arrested live on stream to 70,000 people and put in a mental hospital, which marked the official end to the 2023 FouseyTube arc. But let's be real, there's definitely more to come soon. This generational Donald Trump mugshot dropped. The hype for this mugshot was unreal. People marked their calendars and were ready, which makes sense because we're the first ever generations to witness a president being arrested. FIFA suspended their Spanish football president after kissing a female player without consent, and overall just being a weirdo. Good riddance. The memes of this month were things like Skibbity Toilet Again, Trump's mugshot,
I'm so sick of seeing that Skibbity thing. I don't know what it is. Yes, what is that? I'm so sick of it. It's even a game in the App Store. In the App Store, that thing has been a meme for so many months.
The Pentagon officially releases the FIFA suspended.
What
the
is
Spanish
it?
football president
I'm
after
sick of
kissing
seeing
a
it
female
everywhere,
player
even in
without
the
consent,
games.
and overall just being a weirdo. Good riddance. The memes of this month were things like Skibbity Toilet.
Like, what is this?
And it's a roller
It looks like a Destroyer Worlds Gorlock combination.
But again, Trump's mugshot, I Show Me, and the
Bruh.
Alabama boat roll.
I
September
remember that fight.
2023. The Pentagon officially releases the classified UFO.
Yes, we will all be dead by next year.
And I
It's
think they
happening.
thought people would care more, but first off, most of us already knew. And once again, they got more important issues to worry about, like bring the McChicken price back to $1. Instagram Reels comments started to really take over this month. You could have an innocent puppy on a video, and people is there in the
People literally be commenting get oiled up, little bro, on any kind of video, bro.
comments ready to hate. Like, if you ever have kids in the future, please by God's name refrain from posting them on IG Reels. Sadly, the main singer of Smash Mouth, Steve Harwell, passed away. This man is
Rip.
a legend in my book. Rest in paradise.
Rest
the
in peace.
WWE and UFC officially merged together. iPhone releases its iPhone 15 and 15 Pro. Do I even have to cover this? It's the same phone. Let's move on. Taylor Swift
It's the
makes-
same phone every year. I have iPhone 11 on God. I have iPhone 11, and I'm not upgrading, and I don't plan on upgrading anytime soon. Yep. Rest in peace to my mic. Rest in peace to my mic. Yo. Yo? Bro, I'm making a video right now, bro. You want to say what's good?
What's good, y'all?
That's Drizzy right there, if y'all didn't know.
Me.
What's up, though?
What's poppin', fool? Where you at? You at the crib?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm trying to make an IRL video.
What you trying to do?
I'm just trying to do like, I don't know, bro. I'm trying to like I want to troll people, but not like on some OD savage shit.
Alright, bet.
I just want to talk to people and just like, I don't know.
Alright, where you trying to meet up at? Bruh, hold on. Was you working with Jackie today?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Let me finish this video and then I'm gonna call you back.
I bet.
EMAs. And look, I don't like her either, okay? But you gotta admit, Taylor Swift was nearly everywhere this year. Don't underestimate the power of suburban teenage and college-age white girls. She also had a relationship with Travis Kelce, which for some reason was covered more in the news than important. Like, we have whole ass wars going on. Come on. Scientists in Mexico unveiled mummified aliens, which I'm not sure if it's actually been proven fake or not. But the word on the street is that the whole thing was fake and it was actually just a cake. Vladimir Putin
Yo, what the heck was that?
the first time. Hunter Biden, aka Joe Biden's son, is arrested on felony gun charges and is the first US president's son to be indicted on federal criminal charges. I mean, he did have hoes though. Russell Brand faces allegations against him on sexual assault. And for the younger generations that may not know Russell Brand, you remember that one doctor from Despicable Me? Or the bunny from Hop? I actually love this movie. Yeah, that's the guy. TikTok is fined $368 million for breaking EU's data laws on children's data on personal information. But the real question here is, why is any child on TikTok in the first place? Aiden Ross had a totally real meeting with Kim Jong-un. The fact that people actually thought this was going to be real baffles me. My generation never fails to disappoint. It's reported that 95% of NFTs are worthless and have no value. Wow, I wonder who could have guessed that. Oh yeah,
Imagine buying an NFT for 300,000. You ain't getting shit back.
everybody from the jump.
You're getting
The
finessed.
strike officially ends, meaning TV shows and movies are back in production. We got the rise of two of the worst creators to ever hit the internet from Kick, Eon and Jack Doherty, both going viral this year for pretty much harassing people publicly and being annoying. If these two don't fall off by next year, I'ma lose hope in humanity. All of Sony's systems get breached in a ransomware attack. Meta released its brand new smart glasses never seen on the market and chatbots which are just creepy. Like, it's AI celebrities, but they all have different names. For example, Mr. Beast is Zach and he's a comedian or something. Dwayne Davis is officially charged with the murder of Tupac. And the memes of this month were things like Roman Empire, Kevin James Pose, Mexican Alien Corpse, and Kagurabachi. October 2023. The youngest flexer of the century, Lil Tay.
I remember
makes a
this.
comeback, showcasing how
She literally came back, everybody started fiending. She exposed everybody.
There was also a lot of weirdos, and I'm gonna be honest, the music video she posted definitely did not help. Like, whichever full-grown adult directed this music video for this 16-year-old needs to be arrested. Gen Z slang like simp, riz, bussin', mid, etc. are added to Merriam-Webster dictionary. The US sent out an alert to everyone's phone as a test, and people were super hyped for this for some reason this year until they realized it was a Tesla fur phone. Drake drops his album For All the Dogs, and this month is when the Israel versus Palestine conflict started to amp up. It sucks that stuff like this even happens in the 21st century. Like, people literally just want peace. Prayers out to any innocent lives lost in this whole war. Spider-Man 2, the game releases, breaking
I haven't played
PlayStation
Spider-Man yet.
Studios' record for the most game sales in 24 hours. Jada Pinkett Smith started to go on her tirade this
I have the
month,
first
revealing
Spider-Man.
Things like her and Will Smith have been separated.
That
for
Will Smith
7
shit is
years.
that shit is getting out of hand, dog. Though that shit is getting out of hand. The Will Smith shit is getting out of hand.
Information every day about their marriage this year. Like, I guarantee Jada Pinkett Smith is somewhere out there yelling from the rooftops some unnecessary things about Will Smith. KSI loses to Tommy Fury in a boxing match by unanimous decision, and Dylan Dennis loses to Logan Paul by disqualification. But I will say, Dylan Dennis built up legendary hype with the trolling he was doing. I still don't know how, but he was posting a pic of Logan's girl with a brand new man every day up until the fight. I wouldn't be surprised if I had a pic with her. He did lose the fight, but I think he won the mental. Taylor Swift drops her album 1989 and officially becomes a billionaire. Like I said, she was everywhere this year. But always never forget, guys, he made that famous. Mr. Beast gets accused of faking his videos by nobody and everyone forgets. Sniper Wolf makes possibly the dumbest decision any YouTuber has ever made by doxing another YouTuber, Jax Films. I don't know what she thought was gonna happen, but she became the internet's punching bag after this. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie releases, having the best opening weekend for a horror film.
I went to go see this movie. 10 out of 10. Recommend. I would definitely go see it again. Indeed. W10 Gats Rizzler. Everything. The movie was amazing.
In 2023, Gideon, one of the biggest prank YouTubers, decided to fully quit YouTube and promote his life to Christ, which had an overwhelming
Shout out Gideon W.
positive response from the community, which is surprising because of the type of fans he built up, and it officially marked the end of the Gideon. He couldn't have went out in a better way in my eyes. Messi wins his 8th Ballon d'Or for the best player in the world, and memes of this month were things like AI Pixar posters, Opium Bird, and sticking out your yacht for the Rizzler. November 2023. We started off this month with some greatness as OG Fortnite officially made its return. The amount of hype that built up for this moment cannot be described for future generations.
Bro.
OG Fortnite bring back the careers of all the people who got big because of Fortnite. Epic Games got too much power on humanity. Sam Bankman-Fried,
I don't even know what to say about Fortnite.
fraud by the court and faces up to 110 years in prison. Mr. Beast pulls another wholesome act by building 100 wells in Africa. And you
Another W by Mr. Beast, man. He's literally the best, bro.
can bet that people
Yes, I'm glazing.
are hating on Twitter. A global company hires its first AI robot as CEO, which is the first AI robot as CEO ever. And there's a reason why no one has a robot as CEO, because it's a robot. Be late for work one day and that will snap off your neck. The UK announces its plans have banned smoking for good. Shrek 5 is announced and is set for a 2025 release. Omegle,
W
aka
Shrek.
every
Rest in peace, Omegle.
Playground,
Rest in peace,
officially
Omegle,
shut
man.
down after 14 years. I mean, it's kind of sad. Everyone remembers
That shit was weird, though.
Omegle experience of seeing a meaty cock on their screen. And this also
Oh,
puts
God.
all the YouTubers who do Omegle content out of a job, which is a YouTuber's worst fear, getting a real job, me included. Rockstar announces in a tweet that a trailer for GTA 6 is officially dropping.
W trailer.
Meaning that humanity actually made it to another GTA. The hype was on. The actors strike officially ends, meaning we'll be getting even more TV shows and movies. Jared Leto becomes the first person to legally climb the Empire State Building. I don't know why this would be important to add, but miscellaneous Jared Leto activities always happen every year. Snoop Dogg, the godfather of smoking, the image of cannabis himself, officially quit smoking. Snoop had people contemplating if they should change their ways until like a week later. It turned out to be a marketing campaign, and people went right back to their habits. George Santos, a former U.S.
That's crazy.
representative, is caught
That's
smoking
probably
his
the
campaign
biggest troll of the year right there.
fans, and becomes the 6th ever person to get expelled from Congress. These are the type of dudes paying $1,000 to get a message back from an OnlyFans girl. Sam Altman,
Embarrassing.
creator of ChatGPT, gets fired from his own company. Eric Shaven, the man who killed George Floyd, gets stabbed in prison 22 times. And somehow that man survived. Me personally, I would take that as disrespect and be mad. A live-action Naruto is announced and will be produced by Lionsgate. Mark Cuban leaves Shark Tank as a host. Mark was the coolest on the show, so I wouldn't be surprised if everyone stopped watching after this. The Young Thug trial officially starts. And to say this is a show is not saying enough. The lawyers are trying to make sure this man does not get locked up, saying that Thug stands for truly humble under God. One of the lawyers in the middle of the trial starts to use Bleach as a reference.
Indictment. This reminds me of this anime named Bleach, where it's 16 seasons. Every episode is about 18, 20 episodes. Sorry,
I won't be surprised if more and more goofier comes out in 2024 about this trial. The memes of this month were things like Dream versus Gumball, Nah, I'd Win, Microwave Honey Bun.
What the fuck was up with that Gumball shit?
2023. The only thing that really mattered this entire month was the GTA 6 trial.
Oh God, and I'm about to react to all trailers too.
All of the pain, anguish, and hardship we face could be finally relieved in this 1 minute and 30-second trailer. We had made it in December of 2023. Of course, the trailer broke the record for the most viewed trailer of all time in 24 hours. And the most viewed
WGTA.
YouTube video in 24 hours that's not a music video. Riz is named Oxford's Word of the Year. Like, Casanat really dominated this year. This wouldn't have happened without him and Duke Dennis. Hunter Biden is charged again, but this time on federal tax charges. Drake
What?
becomes the first artist to surpass 90 billion streams on Spotify. And whether you hate Drake or not, this accomplishment is a landmark run. E3 decides to shut down permanently. It was mainly them not being able to keep up with the gaming industry. And this is huge. For y'all that don't know, E3 introduced the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Wii, and much more. Rest in peace to E3. Twitch made one of the dumbest decisions any platform has ever made in the history of platforming. Twitch decided to change their policies on nudity and allow childhood-friendly things like fictionalized, the drawn, animated, or sculpted, fully exposed female-presenting breasts and genitals, erotic dances that involve disrobing or disrobing gestures such as strip teases, and content that highlights breasts, buttocks, or pelvic regions.
Twitch all the way
It
around.
was on Twitch. You had titty streamers, booty streamers, hentai streamers, furry streamers. 13-year-olds were opening Twitch for the first time and seeing Tony the Tiger fully cocked out. Until they decided to completely revert it 2 days later. We need this to be forever remembered, because why the f would a multi-million-dollar company ever think this is a good idea?
Because they're sick!
Boardrooms of business people have to approve these changes, and they loved it, I guess. The U.S. government gets caught in a scandal.
They're actually
as
sick.
Gay people film a sex tape in the Senate hearing room. We live in a South Park reality nowadays, because this was the last thing you'd ever suspect to happen, and actually be caught on footage with AK proof for everybody to see. And lastly, Jonathan Majors, who plays Kong in Marvel, is found guilty of assault and harassment in court, which then leads to him being dropped by Marvel. And with that being said, the year of 2023 is officially over. I know I may have missed some things, but I did try my best. For people watching this in the future, was this a nostalgic year? I guess we'll have to see. Shout out to all the homies who helped put this together. All their stuff's gonna be in the description. And thank you to everyone who
Tommy.
watched me this year. We only gonna keep going up. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always,
W video, W Tommy.